Hi everybody, Rob with WePayOffDebt.ca coming at you today. I want to talk to you about a very, very common issue people run into. So imagine this, you are thinking about starting this plan to get control of your finances. You're thinking about it, you're wondering, oh, maybe this could be the way to go. And then you hear this idea, which is take all your savings and put it down on your debt, down to a $1,000 emergency fund. And that's it, all your money onto your debt. The thought of that can be really scary to people. And the reason comes down to a number of things. I mean, what if, for instance, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my job? What if I'm going to lose my job, right? What if the car is going to break down? I'm going to need to repair the car, right? I need money available. Or, God forbid, something around the house is going to die. The furnace is going to go out. Or just anxiety. Oh my gosh, I've always had lots of money in my account. I hate the thought of going down to $0 or going down to just $1,000. What do you do? The thing is, nobody wants to be controlled by fear. Nobody thinks they're controlled by fear. Everybody thinks they're being smart with being wise, right? The people who are most controlled by fear, even they think they're being wise most of the time. Proverbs 3 says, "Trust not in your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." Let's get it right. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. So people point to that and say, "See, I shouldn't be doing this at all, and I shouldn't be planning for things like this at all." And other people go the other way. It's like, no, that would be irresponsible. And so the question is, what do we do? Well, what we do is, bottom line, and this is what my recommendation is anyway, is we figure out what are the actual chances of this happening. We know about the emotions. Emotions get in the way and it gets hard to try to figure it out. But what are the actual chances that something's going to happen? And if those chances are high, well then we ask the question, okay, what do we do? In the paradigm I use is either you're in an emergency or you're not. I keep it nice and simple. KISS principle, right? Either I'm in an emergency or I'm not. If I'm in an emergency, then everything stops. Nothing is worth doing, right? Like if I'm going out to eat, like why am I going out to eat? I'm in the middle of emergency. I can't afford to go out to eat, right? So this kind of thing, if I'm in an emergency, the advice is to stop everything. Stop everything, any progress you're trying to make, any plan you're trying to advance financially, and just pile up cash as big as you can possibly get it. And the reason is this: a pile of cash never hurts, right? If you have a pile of cash, it can really smooth things out. It can really make things easier. It can really make things more natural and smoother as you're trying to deal with them. The second thing is, if you actually need it, well, then it's there. You have it and you're ready to go and you can make a difference. Now, if you need it and you didn't have it, what's going to happen? Well, if you're in this process of trying to get out of debt and something comes up where you need cash, it's an emergency, and you don't have it, well, the chances of going back into debt are pretty high. And that's not somewhere we want to go. We do not want to end up in that circumstance. So instead, pile up cash as big as you can, as fast as you can, and when the emergency hits, you've got it. Now, how do you actually determine whether you should do this or not? The way I would put it is, if you've got a 50-50 chance of it happening, then go ahead and do it. Now, if you want more detail than that, what I did is I actually went ahead and made a little quiz. You can go check it out on the website, the freebie on below here, and you'll see a link there. Download the quiz and give it a shot. Just a little PDF. You print it out, answer a few questions, and I've given you a point system there to try to figure out, is it actually worth stopping what I'm doing right now? Am I in an emergency right now? Because again, emotions, we're all emotional beings. And what happens is when emotions kick in, it makes it so much harder to really get an idea, is this something where it would be wise, where God would want me to stop and pile up money so that I'm wise with my money, so that I'm wise with these circumstances that are going on today. Last situation, imagine you do pile up money and then you didn't need it. It didn't happen. It didn't turn out so bad as you thought it was. Well, what's happened? I've now got this big pile of cash oh, I'll just start at my baby steps again and throw it onto wherever I'm at the baby steps. So if I was paying off debt, I've got this big pile of money, bring it down to $1,000, pay it, put it all on the debt. And what have you lost? All you've lost is the tiny bit of interest that is accrued during the time that you realized the emergency was happening. So all that money would have gone on the debt anyway. Now it didn't go on the debt, and so you earned a slightly more interest than you would have otherwise. Totally worth it for the peace of mind of having the cash to pay for whatever happens. So again, head over to the website. If you're not there now, check out the free quiz I made up there to help you figure out if what you're dealing with is an emergency or not. Okay, check it out. Have a good one, and shoot me an email. Let me know how things are going. Rob@wepayoffdebt.ca. Would love to hear from you. Thanks much. Have a good one.